and happy Wednesday. Hope you're all well. So it's Wednesday afternoon. I'm working from home again today, and it's not been too bad a day so far. Didn't film anything at all yesterday. I actually took a day off from filming because I seem to have filmed every day over the last few weeks and thought it would be nice just to have a chillaxing day and not film anything. I haven't done any sewing at all either the last couple of days. Well, I did a fair bit over the weekend. I got this top made, which you just seen a little glimpse of it, but I'm not going to go into any more detail than that because it's actually my Lamazi blogger make, so that's going to be up soon. I've got to just write the blog post for that later. And I also did my jogging bottoms and something else at the weekend. Bikini, that's the other thing as well. The first part of that is up already, so the second part I've just got to edit it and to get that up at some point, probably in the next few days. I've been doing some knitting, so if you remember I was knitting the sort of lacy cabley top from the Knitter magazine, from last month's Knitter magazine, and I've really got into that now, so I've been doing that on an evening when I've come home from work. And yeah, I have found out that my delivery from Stitch Fabrics, which was dispatched by them 11 days ago now, has just not arrived at all, which is really disappointing. It looks like it's got lost. So they've been great, to be honest. They've been really responsive, and they're looking at sending me a replacement order out in the next few days, so hopefully I'll get that at some point next week. So I've been for a run this morning. It's one of the beauties of working from home as well. I get time to go for a run, so I've been for a run this morning, which was really good. I'm really enjoying the Sew Over It daily sew-alongs at the minute that Lisa Comfort's doing. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but I'm really enjoying it. I mean, obviously I'm at work during the day, so I haven't been able to tune into it when it's been live, but I've been watching it back on an evening and it's really good. I really like it, and I think, you know, good on Lisa trying to do whatever she can to keep her business going in these difficult times. So yeah, so tune into that and support her if you can. Right, I have a few more calls to make, and I have decided, obviously I've got the live stream on Friday evening, which is going to be nerve-wracking. I'm feeling quite nervous about it already. I think I am actually going to make up my ultimate trousers. I'm going to get those cut out in the Savannah print, but actually I want to do the high-waisted ones. I have made a pair of high-waisted ones before, but it was a few years ago now, so I need to look up the blog post again that Sew Over It did, if it's still online, on how to alter the pattern to make them high-waisted, because they are so comfortable. And I just find that as much as I love them when they're the sort of lower waist ones, I just find that they're not as, the facing just never seems to lie flat, even though I understitch it and snip into the curve. It just never lies flat. So I want to make high-waisted ones, but I don't want them with a waistband. I still want them with the facing. So I need to look at that, and I'm going to have a look at that later and see if I can alter the pattern to try that. And then I'm going to cut those out in the Savannah print and get those sewn up while I'm chatting to you guys on Friday. Had to quickly change the battery there. So yeah, what was I saying? I'm going to have a look at altering that pattern. I might film it as well, actually, because I know there's the blog post, but I think sometimes it's for people that are visual learners. I'm very much a visual learner. I think it's easier to watch a video and have somebody show you what to do. I'm out of breath. I've just raced back upstairs. Right, I better get on. I've still got a couple more calls to make, and then I will hopefully catch up with you later. Right, so for those of you that are interested, you might remember this is the pattern that I was talking about that I have started knitting, and now I've finally got beyond the deep rib, which was a nightmare to knit only because it's just so boring and so repetitive. I'm now on to the main body of the top, and it's coming on really well. Hopefully you can see that there. You've got like knit and purl stitches there to create the lovely centre panel, and then there's a little bit of cable either side, and then we have what else do we have? We have moss stitch at the side, and is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, so you can see you need lots of stitch markers for this, and which is really helpful. Oh, there's some lace in there as well. There's the lace part. So basically this pattern is quite, I wouldn't say, well, it's not confusing as such, it's just that you've got lots of different charts I don't normally work from charts when I'm knitting, only because I just find it really confusing, and I'd much rather work from written instructions. But yeah, the problem with these charts is they're all different. There's different lines on, dependent on what size you're making. So trying to sort of refer from the written instructions to the charts and back again, I just thought I'm going to get really confused. So what I actually have done is I have photocopied the charts, and then I've stuck them on a piece of paper in the order of how I'm knitting. So now just bear with me. I have written out that I start at this side, because I'm making the size medium, start here, work across all the way, and then just follow the lines. Now I got to about row 12, something like that, and then realised that actually when I'm knitting right to left, and I've been reading the chart left to right. Fortunately, because the pattern is sort of symmetrical, if that makes sense, it's not going to matter. But yeah, if it wasn't, then yeah, that would be a bit disconcerting. But anyway, this is working really well for me now, because I can see which row I'm on, and I've got everything sectioned out on my stitch markers, and it's working okay. Because I'll be honest, I am not an experienced knitter at all, and I was really worried that this was just I was gonna be in a mess. I have gone wrong somewhere. I think it was on one of the moss stitch panels, which I think it's this one. There's a couple of stitches that are wrong. Yeah, just there, look, you can just see, I think I did, it's more, I did rib instead of moss stitch, but anyway, it's going to be fine. So, yeah, so now I have done that, I'm happy that I can carry on working on it, and I know what I'm doing. And then the new Knitter magazine has just come through the post today, and oh my word, I like that one too. So I haven't had a good look at this yet, because obviously I've been working, but I've finished now, because I finish earlier on a Wednesday. So yeah, I quite like that shawl as well, but yeah, I'm going to have a look through that later, but I do like that. That's really nice. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to work on the ultimate trousers. I'm going to have a play with the pattern. I'm going to read the blog post that Lisa Comfort did when she did the high-waisted hack of these, and I'm going to alter my pattern to make it high-waisted but without a waistband. Still have it with a facing, because I like the clean finish of that, but much higher. And I'm going to get the pattern adapted, and we'll have a look and see how we get on. Right, so the pattern is done, and I have decided that actually before I cut into the Savannah, I am going to toile it with some less precious fabric, shall we say. So I bought, beginning of January, I bought some polka dot sateen from Walton's, navy and white, and I need to find it. So I thought you might like to help me. Right, so I'm not quite sure where this fabric is. I think it's amongst this lot somewhere, so let's have a look. It's here, this is it. So yeah, this is it. So I am going to, in fact they're not polka dots, I think they're little diamonds, little squares. Anyway, so oh, let's come back into focus. Right, so I'm going to go and cut this out, and we'll get these sewn up first, and hopefully if they fit, then I can cut them out of the Savannah. morning and happy Friday. So yeah, I'm working from home again today. I was yesterday, but our electronic system that we use for patient records was just running really slow from home, so I ended up going into work for most of the day. But yeah, it seems to be running okay this morning, so I'm working from home again, and I have my first live stream tonight, which I'm quite nervous about. I'm wondering if it's going to work okay, because obviously I've not even done a trial run, so we'll see. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'm wearing my Frances Top by Fibre Mood. This is a free pattern that you can access through the Fibre Mood website online. I'm a bit out of breath because I've just rushed upstairs, and I've just repainted my nails so they match my top, so thought I'd go with coral. Now we're in April. How are you all doing in the second week of lockdown if you're in the UK? I'm doing okay. I'm a bit bumpy, I would say. Had a bit of a bad day yesterday, which is another reason why I didn't film anything. Just emotionally, sometimes I find it a little bit difficult to deal with it, I guess. I think because obviously I'm still working 5 days a week, and it feels that there's no reward for that at the minute. I guess my reward obviously is that I'm still being paid, unlike a lot of people, and I totally get that. But it's really hard when obviously you're working hard all day every day and you can't reward yourself. Well, obviously I'm rewarding myself with this lot, but I mean, you know, things like just going out for a walk. And I don't mean locally for a daily exercise. I mean, you know, we like going off into the hills and going up into the Yorkshire Dales and the Peak District, and we can't do that at the minute. And you know, even just going out for tea, it's obviously not an option at the minute. And I know I'm moaning, I'm sorry, but I think we're allowed to have a little moan every now and again, aren't we? It's a big impact on our lives, and yeah, anyway, we've got to get on with it, haven't we? So today's plans, obviously work doesn't look too bad at the minute, but it's Friday and things can always change on a Friday because people obviously panic a little bit before the weekend. But I decided that I wanted to, well, I still haven't filmed my March makes, and I'm going to try and get that done over the weekend because a couple of them obviously have just been washed and need ironing before I can show you them, so I need to get that sorted, and I won't get a chance to do that today during the day. But I have decided that I am going to make another pair of Hudson pants, and I want to make them a bit smaller because I think I'm just overestimating my size at the minute. And I cut out, for the ones that I made last weekend, the blue ones with the rainbow elastic down the sides, I cut out a size 10 waist, graded up to a 16 hip, I think, and the fine one, well, the waist is still a bit small, sorry, a bit big when I first put them on, but after I've worn them for a while they are quite loose actually, and so I need to just go down at least one size, I think, on the pattern. And I've decided I'm going to make myself some of the 3/4 length versions, and I found this in my stash, which is a gorgeous sort of pale grey leopard. I think it's a French terry. I think it is. It has like a well, if I show you the back, it's like a twill on the back. I don't know if you can see that. I have no idea where I got this from, but I've got about 2 meters of it, and I do think that it will probably work quite well for those. So I'm going to cut them out again in the 3/4 length version, and I'm going to try and get those sewn up in between, you know, during my breaks during work today. So that would be good, and then I can wear those over the weekend. I thought the 3/4 length ones would be quite nice, but yeah, I need to just tinker with the pattern a bit because the waist is far too big for a start. I need to go down at least 2 sizes on that, and at least a size on the legs. So yeah, so we'll have a look at that anyway. And I want to try and get my room, my sewing room, just tidied up a little bit because it's really a tip, and you're only seeing bits of it here, but honestly it's a mess. And if I'm doing the live stream tonight and I'm going to be sewing up the ultimate trousers that I cut out the other night, I need to just get this a little bit, so I've got a little bit more space and a little bit room to move. So yeah, that's my plans for the day. I'm also going to try and fit a run in as well, probably over lunch when I don't have any patients. And yeah, that's me done for the day. Now I thought I'd show you this. I haven't just made this up today while I've been working, but I've dug it out while I've been just sorting out my sewing room, and this is a penny dress by Sew Over It that I made a couple of years ago, and it never got finished, and I really love this dress. It's so lovely. This is the first penny dress that I've made, and I love the bodice because it's got a bit of a vintage vibe to it, but it's quite modern as well. And yeah, it needs hemming. It's really creased because it's been screwed up, but yeah, it needs hemming. So I've just put it on my mannequin for now, and we'll let the hem drop again, and then yeah, I'm going to get this finished off I think over the next couple of days, because I'd like to make another one. This is a viscose fabric that I got from the textile centre probably about 3 years ago now, and it's really lovely. Be nice for summer if we ever get the chance to go outside again. So yeah, I thought I would let that hang, and then I'm going to attempt to hem it. So I have got my Hudson pant pieces out, and I've just been trimming them. So I've now dropped down a size at the waist and down the leg as well. So it's a bit of a mishmash, but I think it's somewhere between an 8 and a 14 now. So we shall see how that turns out. So I am going to get this cut out. Right, so I've just finished my very first live stream, and oh my word, it was amazing. I hope those of you that managed to join in enjoyed it. I had an amazing time. I really enjoyed it. I was so nervous because I honestly didn't know if people would tune in, and also I just didn't know if I could talk for so long, and oh my word, I really can, can't I? Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for those of you that made it, and I hope you really enjoyed it. It was so lovely. Not just for people to join in with me, but for people to connect with each other as well and all chat away. And I couldn't keep up with the comments. I'm really sorry if I didn't answer everybody, but oh my word, the comments were just coming through so thick and fast. And you know, I was sewing at the same time and everything. But yeah, really enjoyed it. Definitely have to do it again. Anyway, I thought I would show you the trousers that I've just sewed up, because I've just tried them on and oh my word, they fit amazing. So hopefully you can see there. I still have to, I've got to stitch through the facing, but they fit amazingly well. I'm so pleased with them. I mean, these are like super high-waisted. I really don't have the best underwear on with these. I made the straight size 12, and I've just followed the Lisa Comfort tutorial for raising the waistband to make them a high waist, but I haven't done, for those of you that watch the live stream will know that I haven't done a waistband, I've just done a facing, but it's just peeping out a little bit at the minute because it just needs stitching down, and I'm going to do that in the morning and then hem them. But yeah, these are lovely. They hug everything, and I just think with a nice, I could even wear them with like a little crop jumper or whatever, but really, really love them. So yeah, I'll get these hemmed tomorrow, and then they're done. Good morning, happy Saturday. So I'm up bright and early this morning, although the clock in the background has been saying 10 to 5 for months. Needs a new battery. Yeah, I didn't sleep very well last night, I don't know why, but I was up very early. I've been for a run, been in the shower, washed my hair, done all the ironing, washed the bedding. The bedding's now on the line, so, and I think it's only about 10:30. So I am now going to finish off the trousers that I made during the live stream last night. I've just got to hem them, and then I'm going to do some more cutting out. Right, trousers are done. So yeah, I made these up during the live stream last night, as you know if you watched it. That's the waistband. So these are the ultra high rise ultimate trousers by Sew Over It. There is the zip in the side. It's not completely invisible, but it's fine. And I've just done a facing rather than a waistband. And then what I've done is, I don't know if you can see this, but I have stitched in the ditch down each seam just to hold the facing down so it doesn't peep out. And then I've just finished off the hems at the bottom with a blind hem stitch. You can just see that in there. So yeah, they're done. Really happy with the fit of these. They're really good. And so I'm quite happy now to cut into my Savannah fabric, but I'm not going to do those right now. I am going to cut out something else, I think, but as to what that will be, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, got some happy mail, and I think finally this is the fabric that went missing from Stitch Fabrics, and yeah, it's taken how long? 2-3 weeks to get here, but finally here, hopefully this should be parrots. Oh wow, look at that. So I've got that gorgeous linen. How amazing is that? I haven't got a clue what I'm going to make from it. What do you think I should make, Martin? Martin's filming.
Something.
Something.
Yes.
Give me some clues what I should make with this. It's linen, but it's just beautiful. So I think...
Another jumpsuit.
Yeah, I was thinking a jumpsuit. I don't know how much I got, to be honest, but does it get 2-3 metres? Must be 3 metres there. It's beautiful. I fancy some culottes though. I think culottes would be nice.
Culottes are so last year.
Like you know.
Well, I'm not wearing them this year.
This is all Sian and Jane's fault. The parrots. Look at the parrots. How beautiful is that?
I could make a joke about a cockatoo, but I won't.
Oh, please. So this is going to be, I've got 2 panels here because it comes in a panel, and I'm going to make a duster coat out of this. I think it will be awesome. Right, fantastic. They're going to go in the wash, and I've just made a gable top, a white one, and that's what I'm making today. Lots of gable tops. Right, so flamingo top is done. This is the gable top, and this has got a lot of spandex in as this top. It's very, very fitted, but I like it. It's clearly doesn't go with my cropped Hudson's, but it's really nice. I like it. I think it'll look nice with jeans, and love the neckline on this top. I think it's really... trying to get it so that you can see better. That's probably better, isn't it? Yeah, I love the neckline on it. I think it's really, really nice. But yeah, so that's the first one I've done. And then this is number 2. So this is just a plain white one that I decided to do. Yeah, really like it. I absolutely love this neckline on me. I think it's really flattering. Yeah, just a plain white one. It's a bit see-through, this fabric, but I'm wearing it with a nude bra, so that's probably okay. But yeah, really happy with it. Right, so I'm going to... oh, what's going on with my hair there? I'm going to cut out the Nina Lee Mayfair. I've had this pattern a while. Here it is. Here. Ooh, and I bought this after seeing the lovely Eileen's dress that she wore to the sewing retreat last summer, and if you remember, I was going to cut this out, and then we were hit by the floods, and then we were on lockdown, and yeah, it sort of ended up pushed to the back burner for a little while. But I've just traced the pattern out. I found the fabric, so this is a really lovely, feels like a viscose jersey, and I think I got this from Colville ages ago. So I'm going to get this cut out and hopefully made up, and I can wear it tomorrow because it's going to be a gorgeous summery day. Right, we're done. I love this fabric. I've had it in my stash for ages, and yeah, I'm hoping that it's going to work okay for this fabric. It What does it say? I mean, it does say it's designed for knit fabrics with 25% crosswise stretch and with some drape, e.g. viscose jersey. So fingers crossed, it should work really well with this. Nice and summery. So I've just realised this is the first time that I've picked up the camera today. So happy Sunday. It's about 4:45, nearly tea time, and we braved the masses in Tesco's this morning, although it was okay. We went early before they opened because on a Sunday they are doing early opening for NHS workers, so that was good. And then I've had quite a lazy afternoon, but I have made up the Nina Lee Mayfair dress, which is just here. If I put the camera down, I might be able to show you it. There we go. So there's the dress. Yeah, really like it. Love this neckline. Yeah, so I really like this neckline. Can you see the neckline?
Yes.
Yes. It's really lovely. So I just need to hem it. Obviously it's still got raw edges on the sleeves. Haven't lengthened this pattern at all. So considering I'm 5'10", it's obviously quite long, but really like it. So yes, I'm really pleased with it. This fabric I got from Colville sometime last year, I think. It's a viscose jersey. It's quite thin though, and I was a little bit worried that it might be a bit see-through, but it seems to be okay. Obviously did the short sleeve version. I don't normally like this length sleeve, but I prefer either sleeveless or 3/4 length, but with this fabric being lightweight and summery, I thought obviously 3/4 length might just not work for summer. So anyway, I'm going to get this finished and I'll probably sign off for this week. So I hope you've enjoyed my week, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Take care, bye.